Hey, sports fans, this is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes here live this fine early afternoon going into the evening with my man Mossberg of Level Up Sports 10. How you feeling this afternoon, Mossberg?
Man, feeling pretty good, man. It's good to see the guys in here, man. Appreciate y'all having me at 4:30 time, man. You know we do best, and just ready to get to it as we always do.
And we also got the fan dude Zaya in the house with us. How you feeling, young buck?
I'm good, man. It's good to be on here with the guys, man. I feel like we ain't got the team together in a while, man. It ain't the same when Kobe and Shaq ain't in the game. You know what I mean?
I feel you, bro. I feel you. We want to give a shout out to our man P. Grew of what is it, Super Cat Nano,
Yeah.
who makes our music for us, man. We want to give him a shout out. He's a really good dude. And I'm glad that we got our man Zen Master with us because he's been working on our intros, plugging us into some good stuff. So we appreciate you on that, Zaya. How you feeling today? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Did the children work you today, man? Because they like what worked me today, man.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I really got to work more by the adults.
Yeah.
Real.
I can see that too, bro. Your day been pretty good, Mossberg?
Yes, sir. Actually, it's funny you said work wore out from the kids. Yesterday, had the kids up at Linden Rec and everything, working with a lot going on there now. And I took 2 naps today, so I was pretty wore out myself from them yesterday getting in, and had a chance to stop and see my daughter too. So feeling pretty good outside of that, man. But working with the youth, man, it's lovely, man. And you know how you guys were with this growing up, man, just being able to be a part of it, being older and seeing a difference and make in their lives, just in the time that I've been back working with them as well as the years before, man. It's just been great.
Yeah, we also got our man, somebody else. We got to check his pulse right now, man, because he might still be upset about what took place yesterday. I hope he's calmed down by now and ain't nobody dead in the streets. How you feeling today, somebody else, T1?
I'm back. I snapped out of it after I did my morning video, but yeah, it was rough. I was definitely on suicide watch last night.
That was a good video too, man.
Thanks, bro.
Video, man. I was enjoying it and watching you and trying to keep you, polished and calm down as well, man. But them vocals you had in the background popped it off and set it off the right way, man. Definitely enjoy watching you in the mornings.
Hey, that's what keep me locked in and focused. You know what I mean? Locked in and focused. Throw me some good gospel music on, bro, and I'm all to the good. You hear me? I'm all to the good. Whatever problems I had, I can get them up off my back real quick, fast and in a hurry.
Facts.
That's good. And I'm glad you got a go-to, bro, because if you don't have a go-to, people, you might end up doing something you're going to regret later on. I'm glad you got a go-to.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, man, I'm anxious to hear what y'all got to say about this 2025 NFL Combine. It started today. Well, it started earlier in the week, but the actual drills and stuff started today for the defensive linemen and linebackers. So what's y'all's thoughts on just the Combine in general, what takes place there, how you feel about it?
You can go ahead, Zay. I know y'all got the Buckeyes. Y'all got a lot of them in there.
Yeah, we got a lot in there, but really, believe it or not, a lot of them ain't going to partake in the drills. They going to wait for pro day because the turnaround was so crazy. They ain't really get a chance to prepare for the Combine. So, I mean, the Combine is more than just drill work, though. This is a job interview. So, you still need to get in there, and be around. But I don't think a lot of, I know Length of Ransom for sure isn't partaking in drills. I heard that Jack Sawyer wasn't partaking in drills. So, I mean, I don't even think Will Howard is really partaking in most of the drills. I think he should run the 40 and maybe probably do a couple other things. But I don't think he's throwing. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just the turnaround. They gotta slide it back for these teams now that they change this playoff format. they got to slide it back for these teams that make a run, man, so they can participate in this combine.
Agreed.
Be full participants. You know what I mean? It's just too early.
I agree.
I mean, to me, the combine really shouldn't be for the studs. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be for them top guys. It should be for the ones who need to show and impress. Because the really the only thing you need is film. You know, so I just think all of this combine stuff just reminds me of, you know, back in the slavery days when they pick and pull on you and see who the strongest is, and you know, and they get to selling them off. And that's pretty much all that they do is, you know, they pick and pull, and they want to see who the strongest, who the fastest is. And I think if you have film, I'll see y'all on my home field. I'll run a 40 for you. I'll throw the ball for you. If you have film, the combines is really, I mean, it's useless. Hey.
You know, for me, I was looking forward to just Farmer. You know, we only have 3 players actually in the combine. Farmer, who I've actually been keeping track, he ran a 40 and a 5.12 unofficially. You know, I think of Quentin Williams when he ran 6'3", 303. He ran it in a 4.87. You know, so for me, I think, you know, some of these young defensive tackles and you know, they have to put up numbers when it comes to this 40. If you're going to be in the combine, I think you have to show your stuff, because Quentin Williams set the bar, I think, a few years back when he ran his 40, and we really haven't seen nothing like that at that size. So for these up and coming tackles, I think for me, I'm not satisfied with the 5'1", you know, but I know the type of player he is and what he brings to the table. You know, Jared Verse just got a Defensive Player of the Year from Florida State, so Defensive Rookie of the Year. So I'm looking forward to what his production going to be on the field. And like you guys say, sometimes it's, you know, it's pushing tuck. You know, you want to do it, you don't. You get out there, you have a little stutter. So sometimes I think when you get on the field, when you get with that team, you know, that's when you really get that chance to really show your stuff. They looking at all the film from what they looked at up into that combine as well. But there will be some steals that show up. I'm looking forward to the cornerback, Thomas, to see if he could have one of those Jalen Ramsey type performances and even run at a 4.2 speed in the 40. That's what I'm looking for out of Thomas.
You think he gonna get the record for this year?
I think he can really clips that record. I mean, granted, we had a 2-10 season, you know, coming off of a horrible outing, you know, on the defensive side, you know, offense as well. But I think when some players get put in a position and they're doing what they're doing this is a job, you know, they want to produce and make things credible to make that paycheck. I think he can definitely get the record, but I say 4.2. I wouldn't be upset about that.
That'll be impressive. All right, B, what it do?
Nephew was good in there, nephew.
Yeah, what's up, son? I hope you can get on here and do some boxing for us, man, because we're going to need you and Peanut to get on here and do some boxing for us, man.
Speaking of the boxing.
I mean, they might know more about boxing than I do. I ain't really know into boxing all that big since Evander Holyfield don't box no more. So I ain't into boxing like that.
It ain't the same. Boxing ain't the same from when we was kids. Boxing was raw, all the divisions.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It was wild. And speaking of that, not to cut you off, I spoke to Von Zell. I'm gonna get you to contact and see if we could get everybody, nephew included, with Verge and all of them, Andre Cray. See if we could connect that stream together and have all of those.
Michael Clark.
Yep, Michael Clark. All of those guys that he was a part of and growing up and coaching in that stream with his interview as well.
That'll be dope.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the internet over here on my end or what, because everything keeps freezing up, man. So I don't know if it's on my end or not. But I agree with T-Watt as far as the NFL Combine need to be for players who are not studs. If you already know what a guy can do, you know, you can go see it, those other guys that they pro day or whatever, if they want to work out for you privately or whatever. But I think for those guys who have not really been out there on the field as much, but got some playing time. I think you should have those guys in the combine to see what they can do, because you already know what the Shedeur Sanders, the Cam Wards, guys like that can do, man. So I think it should be for guys who really need the NFL to see what they can really do. They haven't played that much during the season. Let me get y'all's thoughts on this. And we talked a little bit about that. How important is it for the NFL Combine? How important is it the NFL Combine for players who are projected to go who are not projected to go in the first or second round?
Very important. Very. It's now for those guys, it's very important that you go in there and try to show up and show out. And try to throw up as many reps as you can and run as fast as you can and impress. This is the bright lights. This is the big stage. So you want to impress with it. You want to go out there and show like, hey, I'm just as good as that first rounder or that second rounder. My numbers match up. Put me in, coach. You know what I mean? So this is like we say, it's an interview, and it's the biggest interview of your life. So you if you're not projected to go in that first and second round, this is everything. Your life is on the line. They've been training for the past, 2, maybe some of them 3 months, and your life is on the line right now. This is what the beginning of the rest of your life looks like, and it all depends on these numbers that you put up out here. So it's very, very important for them, young men.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I mean wholeheartedly. Just looking at some of the numbers, you had the defensive tackle out of Nebraska that has the fastest 40 times so far out of 4.83, and then you got 4.86, 4.87. These is defensive tackles. So that's what I'm like. Things like that, and some of the names like I'm not used to seeing on here, and that's a great thing. And like you said, they're gonna be out there and they're gonna try to, whether it's run, shuffle, catch, whatever it is, to the degree of making that bag, they're gonna definitely do it. And I think it's everything. You don't want to, play your 4 years in college to come to this point and not get drafted. If you're hearing you're not in them first few rounds, you're gonna put all out there. You're gonna train hard and get yourself ready. It's a lot of them that do that. We've seen it over the years, and I think that's why we had those gems in the late rounds.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think even we said that ain't the first 2 rounds. 3 through maybe 6. Them guys is real important to get their position as well. But even the second round guys, because one thing about it is, bro, you missing out on a lot of money once you exit that first round. And if you a fringe guy in the second round, it's all about a team just falling in love with you for real. Because somebody will reach and come get you. You know what I mean?
100 right there.
And we got to think about this too. 6th and 7th round guys usually are typically fighting. They might get drafted, but they're fighting for that roster spot. They're not just automatically getting signed. So
that's after the 3rd round. Only the first 3 guaranteed. 4th round on up, they fighting for a spot.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm just.
No, I get what you said though. I'm just saying like that's all the way correct.
Yeah, some of them guys do get cut, but you would think that your 4th and 5th round pick should make that roster. You know what I'm saying? But 6th and 7th round for sure. You ain't nothing guaranteed to you, bro. You might get practice squad. And that's about it. But I don't know. I think the combine serves its purpose for real. So just for everybody though, except for like we said, the studs. The studs is always in that first round. Them are really 1 through 30. That's really
I'll say the first 3. I'll say the first 3, Zay, because you have plenty of players that get drafted in the 3rd round that has first round potential.
Fact.
You know what I mean? You could possibly have some guys are going to slip because Jack Sawyer has been a mock draft first round draft pick for the past 2 years. You know what I mean? He could drop to the 2nd. You know what I mean? I don't see him dropping past the 2nd because of how he showcased himself during these playoffs. But he had been. You gotta remember, he was #1 ranked in all of the country. Him and JT. Him and JT at a point, they both were #1 ranked in all of the country coming out of high school for their class. So, you get studs like that slipped to the third round who had that first round potential. And, I think that you have some studs coming out that third round.
Definitely.
That's good talk right there, though, FanDuel. That's good talk right there. The young fella know what he's talking about, so don't get it twisted.
Yes, sir. FanDuel Zay in the building. And make sure you stay tuned in because he's doing a lot on the editing, ladies and gentlemen. He is keeping us into it and keeping the chat going with all those new adjustments. And you pop up on your page and he will have something on there for you. Appreciate that, Zay.
Yeah, I had to remove Sports Dudes, man. He was froze. I hope he went out and came back in, though.
He said his internet was tripping, so he'll be back.
Hey, I'm telling you, I already know it been tripping because I was trying to do some editing on my lunch break today, and it was going crazy. I couldn't do nothing on it, so I already know it.
Coming all crazy. Then the next one he had was, how do you feel about players who come to the combine but don't participate in all the drills? I know you got something to say, City League TV. Ask somebody.
Listen here. If I'm Shedeur, if I'm Travis, if I'm any of those high first top 10, top 15, top 20, maybe even first round, y'all know what I do. Y'all know what I do. Y'all know what I do. Look at the film. And I'm chilling right now. I'll let y'all when y'all come to my crib where I'm comfortable in my own personal space. Other than that, I come in and do my interviews with you. If it's some light little stuff, might do this, might do that, but 40 times throwing the ball and all of that. If you want to see me throw the ball, turn the tape on. I'm fine with them not. I'm fine with them not doing that. But like I say, it's just a part of the combine to where, like, some of these things are. I don't need to see tape on Travis Hunter. I mean, I don't need to see Travis Hunter run a 40 or do this drill or do that drill. Or I've seen him do some amazing things on tape. I don't need to see how accurate Shedeur is. I see he's very accurate. I don't even need to see how fast Cam Ward runs. I know he can get up out that pocket and go with the best of them. So I get it.
I think he crazy fast. Just like, for me, I think, for some people want to see it, but I think you get this with the day and age that we living in, when you already giving them millions of dollars at the college level. They looking at it like, man, I don't want to. I got better things to do. I want to go make this money instead of going to get this workout in. They could make $5 million over the course of them couple days instead of going to them workout. You can't blame them nowadays. So I think we see time change, with certain things. But of course, I think inside our opinion, we would like to see some of the players just to see what they 40 is, because the 40 time was.
I don't care.
But at the same time, I get it, and I understand it. And the only person, like me personally, I really want to see Cam Ward's 40 time. I really want to see how fast Cam Ward is. Like, I really want to see.
You'll see it in Miami. Is he backing out of the 40 at the combine?
Not that I know of. I just, like, for me, like, my cornerback for Florida State, I want to see his 40 time, Thomas. But then I want to see Cam Ward because I think he really got elite speed, man. I have some feeling that Cam Ward really has elite speed at the quarterback position, and I just think it's something to see. What's your thoughts, FanDuel Zay?
Hey, before we go, time out, y'all. Before Zay go, we got post game. We can't forget about them comments that be down there.
Appreciate you as well, post game.
Yeah, post game. Thanks, bro. Thanks for commenting and all of that. But post game said, if I'm an elite player in the draft, I'm skipping. I'm not giving them something to pick at. And I like that. I like that you said that right there, post game, because that's big. And that's all I'm really saying for real. You have the film, so it's like you want me to give you something so you can say, oh, we could talk about this or that, and when you had so and so doing the cone drills better than you did. I don't care if somebody else did the 3-cone drill better than Travis Hunter.
Right.
That don't impress me. Let me turn on the tape and see if you can get 3 cats and lock them down. I almost slipped up, but I didn't. But I like that post game. I like that right there. We appreciate you, bro.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead, fan.
Man, appreciate you coming in and always joining as well.
Yeah, I like what both of y'all said. I like post games comment too, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Only thing I really want to add to it is the combine is always going to be situational. If you got that report that come back that say you're a 4'8" guy, you're a defensive end, and you're a fringe first round pick, and if you come in and you can run at 4'6", mid 4'6" range, and that's all you need to solidify yourself as a first rounder, why not go run it? Go run it. You know what I mean? But as far as doing every drill and participate, no, like y'all said, they got the film. You only supposed to do situational drills. You ain't supposed to go in there unless you, like we said, you one of them 4th or 5th round guys, and you trying to improve your stock. And if you ain't got no urgency to improve your stock, you like where your report says you're projected to get drafted, ain't no point of attending. I mean, unless you just doing the meetings. I think the meetings are the most important thing about the combine. Because then you can get a gauge of what type of person that guy is that you about to invest all this time and money into. So the drills, man, they just drills, man. This is all show and tell, bro. This the NFL, the biggest sport in America. Man, they is doing this for another dollar, bro.
Right. What's your thoughts on this one, WTP Sports News? You hitting us with some great questions today. What's your thoughts on players who come to the combine but don't participate in all the drills?
Man, my feeling is this: if the NFL Combine invites you there and you accept and you go, you should do everything that they have in front of you to do. Otherwise, if you should say, "Nah, I ain't gonna come," you can come to my pro day though. I ain't coming. Otherwise, if you gonna go, you might as well do everything. I want to see it all. You gonna go? I want to see it all.
I like
if you
that.
gonna go.
I like everybody's everybody's opinion and take on that.
You know, you know how y'all feel about LeBron James sitting out that All-Star game? That's how I feel about the
Yeah, give me that. See, I love when it come like that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Church. Look, I feel like I'm in church when y'all get to spitting that real stuff, man. Church. Go on past it. Go on past it.
Hey, now I can say this too, though. You are taking up a spot if you're not participating.
I don't care. I earned that spot. So now, let's go. Let's go, young fella. You know I'm gonna hit you with that. You say I'm taking up a spot. I heard this spot. I'm gonna come here just so I can walk around. So they can be like, they go Travis Hunter. You know what I mean? Just so I can walk around. They go Jack. What up, Jack? Captain Jack in the building. Like, yeah. Just so come on now. Y'all know how it is when you the man. Y'all know how it is when you the man. You just want to be around and just walk around. You ain't even got to say nothing to nobody. You just want to walk around, let everybody say stuff to you. There go that guy. Yeah, man. Yeah.
The next question is up there for us. What players have a really good chance of improving their draft stock during the combine?
I got a couple guys in mind, honestly. I think the defensive end from Oregon, the kid Birch, they were talking about him being a first round pick early in the season, but I think a lot of teams just like fell asleep on him because he was going through injuries this year. But I think if he come out and he performs well in physicals and the drills aspect of it, I think he can enter himself right back at the late end of that first round, early second round. So that's one guy, and my other guy is definitely Will. Like Will has the most to gain.
Time out, Fando. They don't know what Will you talking about. So let them know what Will you talking about, baby.
You know, that boy, that number 18, man.
You
that
ain't talking about Willie O.
Will
I thought
Howard,
you were
though,
talking about
man.
Will Smith, bro, because he slapped Chris Rock and he ain't been the same since. I thought you were talking about Will Smith.
Oh man, nah, Will Howard, man. And
See what I mean? See what I mean? That's why. See what I mean? See what I mean? That's why I had to let you tell you to make it clear. Because I knew. No, see, no, be trying to slide stuff in on us, man. Come on, let's go. Go ahead, Zay.
Y'all funny, man. But yeah, like
No, be trying to slide it in. Like I almost think he like Michigan a little bit or something. Because he be trying to slide in heavy on it.
Not at all. Not at all. It's all this for me, bro. All this.
I get it. I get it.
But yeah, man. Like I said, I don't even think he gonna participate at the combine. But that pro day, if he do what he supposed to do, I think he could definitely make a team fall in love with him and take him in the second, third round. Type.
Yeah, he definitely ain't going past the third because I'm gonna tell y'all some real stuff, y'all. And I know I'm a homer, and I don't care who say I'm a homer. I'm a homer. It is what it is. But I also watch sports. And I'm a quarterback, so I really, really, really watch quarterbacks. Man, Will Howard has almost been the best quarterback in college football for the whole season. I mean, his only bad game, some of them talk about the Nebraska game, but his only bad game was against Michigan, and Michigan knocked his head stupid, and he wasn't even really there, but he just played in a game. But outside of that, I just saw this kid make every single throw. I saw him break sacks that would have been sacks like Big Ben. And I saw him move his feet, get out the pocket, and pick up some yards and get a first down. I saw a great quarterback all year. I saw some games
off T1, but that's his NFL comp. That is his NFL comp. Big Ben. I said
that off of the first game that I saw Will with me not knowing nothing about him. I looked at the highlights and stuff from Kansas State, but I ain't know nothing about him. But when I saw him shred sacks, I haven't really seen any quarterbacks do that this year. I saw him get up out of a sack, you know what I mean, because somebody might have had a pinky or a finger on him. But I saw him shred sacks, and I saw Big Ben immediately from game one. And that kid is, and any of y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. I saw him as an elite quarterback all year. He made all the right throws. He made just only a couple of bad decisions. I ain't even seen him make a whole lot of bad decisions. I saw him make about 2 or 3 bad decisions. But other than that, he did his thing. Highly impressed. And he is forever an Ohio State legend. And he loves and respects Ohio State off of less than a year. Where they do that at? Less than a year, this young man is like, he spent 3 years at Kansas State. Less than a year, we took all of that gray and blue blood up out of him. And it's scarlet and gray all day. And he performed, and I appreciate it. Will, if you out there listening to us, you might have stumbled up on us or whatnot. We appreciate you, bro. You did your thing. You represent it.
I would say
I love it.
Yeah, I would say it's quite a few, and I've been tapping into it as we've been on the stream. And speaking on the 40-yard dash, Ty Robinson out of Nebraska, 6'5", 288, 483. And then you had Landon Jackson on a 40.5 vert at the defensive line, or is it the Landon Jackson with the vertical leap? So they talking about it's elite. So I think, it's a lot of players that have the opportunity to improve, and you seeing it with Ty Robinson, defensive tackle, and a lot of people have been talking about Carter being number 1 overall, his health. So I think it's very important for some players when they perform, if they have in big pro days, big combines, I think it equals a great draft stock overall. And I don't know, some players it might hurt when you don't participate overall because you see in a whole like we see in a whole different group of athleticism in these young kids and very talented. So when you get them out there and they're competing for more money, I think this is where you're gonna get the best of the best. And for the ones that you don't talk about, these are the names that you pay attention to and lock in when combine day come because you're gonna see a lot of great showings as we are starting to see by the minute and the hour as it's going. And I'm waiting to see the next coming with the linebacker groups as far as in the 40 times, and I'll keep us posted on that.
Hey, post game, you on fire, bruh. You 2 for 2 with me, bruh. He got a good one down there. He got a really, really good one. Quarterbacks have a huge chance to improve their draft stock for many reasons. They may have played a run-heavy team. Man, you dropping knowledge tonight. Maybe don't have any receivers. Man, a la Penn State. And can show their arm talent and athleticism. That's a great point right there. Because if you do have a quarterback like that you had at Penn State, don't know his name, but I just know they had a playoff game, and did they say he didn't complete a pass to a receiver didn't have this or that? What was it?
Drew Allar.
I know, but what happened? Did he have no completions to wide receivers or something like that? Crazy.
Yeah, I think that one game.
No, he had none to no wide receiver. No, that wasn't him. That was no, that might
I think that was him because Penn State the ones that don't. You would think they don't have wide receivers. Maybe it's the quarterback, but maybe it's the wide receivers. You never know. And as post game said, that's why you need to go to them combines and show, hey, maybe I needed a combine. I handed the ball off 35 times my senior year, and I was a throwing quarterback. So that messed me up. I needed a combine so I can go and show, hey, this arm is elite. And I get that post game, and maybe that's why I felt it so much.
Yeah, I think Tyler Show is gonna be one of them guys out of Louisville because he just been hurt for real. But he really nice. People don't know about him. He really nice for real.
Yeah, I do. Because before he went to Louisville, he was at one of them Big 12 teams. That may have been Texas Tech or somebody. Yeah, he can go.
He him. No.
Yeah, he can go, man. He can go. But he just like you said, he stayed hurt. But I only got 3 players, man, and they're all Texas Longhorns.
We know. We knew that.
We know that. Yeah, you ain't have to. Oh no, time out. He talking to the viewers, bro. He talking to the viewers. So we just stepped in. We wasn't even supposed to say nothing.
Exactly. Because in the dictionary, in Webster's, in fact, where it says Homer, they got T.Y.'s picture.
Yes, sir.
They got your name in there,
dude.
I'm in there.
And they got your location.
For sure. They can have my location as long as they got those 2 pictures and your name in there. That's all.
Yeah, I'm in the building. I like that.
Y'all gonna be holding a natty trophy too, ain't you?
Hey,
yeah.
It's whatever.
Hey,
I'm hoping that Jake Majors, man, can make some moves. He's a center. That's all he's ever played. And it's like, dude, you really need to practice playing guard, bro, because you might not make it in the NFL as a center because they're not really looking for centers right now. They're looking for guards and tackles. I'm hoping that he can show that he can play guard if he doesn't go as a center.
So you feel like everybody in the NFL feel like they have a solid center right now? Because that's a center is the quarterback of the line.
Yeah,
you say that ain't a big one position this year.
Yeah, or they got one that they either got a solid center or they got one that they groom. So that's
okay. I feel that.
Looking for that. And then
I feel that.
Isaiah Bond, wide receiver that left Alabama to came to Texas, he probably should have stayed another year, but he decided to go to the combine. He has to run a blazing fast 40 time. If he does that, he got a really good chance of getting in there. And then, of course, Quinn Ewers. We know he got to throw the ball all over the place because athletically, He's probably not it. But throwing that football, he can spin it. And he's going to have opportunity to throw on air. With no defenders out there, he's going to look like a miracle.
He gonna put on no. He gonna put on a show.
He's going to look like
Quinn Ewers is gonna put on a show, and I'm predicting that they talk as they talked about CJ when CJ put on his throwing show, and Quinn Ewers has a different throwing motion, and I call him a gunslinger because he's like that's how his throwing motion is a gunslinging motion. It ain't your typical quarterback and go back there. All of the techniques is there and everything, but he's a gunslinger, and he is going to throw that ball, and it's going to be beautiful. All the scouts are going to be looking, and they're going to say, "Wow, why didn't he stay at Ohio State?"
They might say that. They might say that.
That was for you, no. You know that was for you.
I know. But listen, I gotta say something first. FanDuel, you gotta wait a minute, man. Listen. You had to just throw in some Ohio State shit, man.
Homer. See, Homer.
Yeah,
Homer.
Exactly. Your picture just like that in West
Homer, I'm just like that.
Be getting them in there.
Hey, I'm just saying, we offered him in the 7th grade. Nobody was looking at him. That's how beautiful that ball is, though. No lie.
He gonna show out. I want to, and actually, that's one I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to
Like I want to see him throw that ball because, just like I say, me as a former quarterback, I love to see a ball come off them fingertips real nice. And I love lefties. So if you're a lefty, I love it because that just looks beautiful in itself. Like when I first saw Michael Vick for the first time, I was like, I fell in love. Like, wow, this is absolutely beautiful. You know what I mean? It's just something different about them lefties, man. Like even lefty basketball players, like the ones that's the shooters, like a lefty shooter, it looks different because we are right-handed. It's just a few of them guys, but yeah. Looking forward to seeing Quinn and been still supporting him and repping him since he left Ohio State. Once a Buckeye, always a Buckeye.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, they don't say that at every university. But as far as Ohio State, you may get the ones that get a little salty that they got up out of there, but that's few. That's very few.
Yeah. Which question?
What we got next?
I think the 40.
Okay.
Yeah, the 40.
Who can you see running a very fast 40-yard dash? Now, we know ain't nobody going to get that Xavier Worthy 4.21. We already know that. That's what
They've been talking. Somebody saying they coming for your boy.
Hey,
I don't know what they was talking about, but they say somebody coming for your boy.
Hey, we don't know. We don't know if that record is going to stay right there because Tez Johnson is in his combine.
Bo Jackson is fat and old.
Bo Jackson is coming to Ohio State as a running back.
Man, Tez
Let's
Johnson.
go.
Yeah, I'm talking about the bone nose Bo Jackson.
Okay. I was about to say, you ain't talking about the Bo Jackson we got coming through next year. It's all good. I just hear when I hear even my players. When I hear my players, I just Mr. Homer just goes straight to Ohio State. You said Bo Jackson. I know Bo Jackson, one of the greatest athletes ever in the history of sports. But you, as of right now, 2025, I know we got Bo Jackson coming in, about to come running back for us, and hopefully he's a reincarnation of Bo Jackson.
You talking about that 4.21 time? Well, you might want to watch it because tomorrow night it's a cornerback out of Florida State, and he's smoking, and that 4.21 is going to be in trouble. Worthy.
It's in jeopardy. Must be.
It's in jeopardy.
It's in jeopardy. Big jeopardy and little jeopardy. Big jeopardy and little jeopardy.
I'm talking big jeopardy.
Big jeopardy.
Take Florida State into bigger things coming into the 25 season as these Seminoles continue to get into the NFL and make
talk your talk.
You know, I'm gonna talk my talk because
talk your talk, Matthew.
I learned something this week. Optimistic means positivity. I've been working on my vocab. So all the optimism I've been talking about Cincinnati and Florida State is all positive. And it's coming to this draft combine and continue it out. So Worthy, we see a 4.21 record speed. Thomas, you heard it here first, man. Go ahead and out there and shake your no hat and break that record at a 4.20. I'll take that for a winner.
4.20.
I'll take a 4.20.
You did say big, so man.
Just getting the record is big. Florida State after the season we had. That's why I say 4.20, because if he get the record, that's big. Just getting the record itself, because Worthy is a fast guy. But I look forward to the 40s, man, and I'm looking to seeing Cam Ward. Like I just said, I think he has elite speed.
What you think? What do you think he gonna run, bro? He's a 4.6 guy. He's a.
What I'm saying is, if you think of the quarterback,
that's fast for a quarterback.
It is, but like
that's fast as heck for a quarterback.
He keep on making it seem like bro about to come out here running.
He gonna be doing 4.4.
Yeah, no,
he gonna do a 4.4 out there.
I'm just saying. I'm always thinking a certain way. You never know what you're gonna see. And when he did what he did, bro, and he sat back there in that pocket and didn't move, that said enough. I don't know what Cam could do from that point on. He could do anything. And as they say, generational talent, I think he is that generational talent.
Hold up, time out. Hold up, wait a minute. We gotta throw a flag right here. We gotta throw a flag. We might have to get that. And look, WTP Sports News might have to get. We may all need to have a flag, because flags may need to get thrown out, because he just said Cam Ward is a generational talent. Hold up, time out. Challenge flag.
Challenge flag.
That's the WTP Sports News challenge flag. I'm throwing my challenge flag up against you, Moss B. Level Up Sports Team. I'm throwing my challenge flag up.
What's the challenge?
Generational for Cam Ward. Do you know who I've seen since you said, before you said that? You know the quarterbacks that I've seen before you said that?
Talk to me.
So, no, you talk to me. And you're saying Cam Ward is generational.
When the last time we seen a quarterback that has the possibility to come into the NFL and do the things that we see he can do in a few years from now?
I mean,
I'm gonna give you something even better. Look, I got something even better for you, FanDuel. Something even better, and they ain't even been here that long. Daniels and CJ. That's just only in the past 2 years.
Yeah,
you trying to tell me you trying to tell me you? I ain't even got to go. I ain't even got to go back past that. I ain't even got to go back past that.
CJ, for me, CJ is one I spoke on, and I spoke highly, but we didn't know if he was still in a sophomore slump. We don't know what was going on with CJ. But I say this, CJ better buckle up and tighten up, because this quarterback class that's coming in, they coming in and they pushing steam.
Hey, listen, I could tell
his receivers was hurt most of the year. Go ahead, FanDuel.
He's not a better quarterback prospect than JJ McCarthy. If JJ McCarthy was in this draft, he would have went number 1.
And I was surprised JJ went top 10 last year.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good quarterback though, but he's not a better quarterback prospect. I would have took JJ McCarthy over him if JJ McCarthy came out this year.
Wow, I wouldn't.
I would.
I ain't seeing nothing. So maybe you saw something that I didn't see, because I saw him make some plays. So I'm gonna say that for sure. I saw him make some plays. I never saw him as a top 10 franchise quarterback. I didn't see.
Why you think he went there?
We talking about a JJ McCarthy that
that's why he went there.
I don't know, bro.
McCarthy that had a tight end. He had a couple of receivers, and
he had everything in a great running game and a great defense.
Right.
But he had great numbers too. So as a homer, I'm not gonna be mad about nothing. McCarthy has some pretty good numbers too. Right. You know what I mean? He has some pretty good numbers to go along with everything that he did out there, whether, you know, it helped that he knew what defensive coverage they was going to be in when he was throwing these passes or not. That's within question. But I never saw him as a top 10 quarterback, as a freshman quarterback, as a just a franchise quarterback. I never saw that from here. But I'm listening to FanDuel Zay, and he's saying McCarthy was here and Ward was here.
So when I
So we saw some different things.
And then when I speak on this, and I say generational too a little bit because of how they said in the media. So when I say this about Cam Ward, I'm talking from when he was at Washington State, just the excelling of his game. His game elevated each year. And for him to come to Miami and have one target, to have the numbers that he had, you can't negate what he did. And to not be in the playoff over losing, I believe one game. Miami lost this year. So I put all that into play along with seeing how his work ethic is. I follow him and see a lot of stuff that he do. So that's a lot of why I say some of that as well. And if you put him together in a couple of years, I think we could see so many of the quarterbacks we see today and back in the day and Cam Ward. And his body is built just like the prototype of a QB that you would like to see. And once he go through an NFL workout, I don't know. It's just my opinion. I like seeing this Cam Ward in today's NFL and what he could do.
And I think that's the reason why they probably may need me at the combines to sit down and talk to some people.
Yeah.
Like, bump that little IQ test y'all want to give them and all this and all of that. Let them sit down and talk to somebody else. All right? Because guess what? Guess what I want to ask Cam Ward? And guess what? I have a problem with Cam Ward. You make bad decisions, young fella. And this right here should go viral. This should make us go viral. Cam Ward, you make bad decisions. You had Todd Claiborne on Facebook saying Cam Ward is coming to Ohio State. We only need a quarterback. He's out there. I say he coming here. It's going down. It's natty all day. Like I almost put my life on the line that Cam Ward was coming to Ohio State. He said, I'm going to the NFL. Why do I know this much? Because I research and I study and I read. Cam said, I'm going to the NFL. I ain't even going to college. I ain't coming back. Then he changed his mind. Then he said, I'm going to Miami. Not to the team who has the best chances of winning the national championship next year. I'm going to go and get me some sun, look at these pretty women, get me a couple of dollars, and I'm going to make them better than they've been in the past how many years? I ain't worried about no national championship. I got to question that young man's decision making. The job was right there for you to take. It was there for you to take. You ain't won it. But guess who wanted it? Will Howard from Kansas State. I don't even know where he ranked as far as the quarterbacks that was in the portal. But Gabriel for Oregon. I have to think about his decision making too. He chose to go to Oregon. He could have came to Ohio State. Everybody know McCord got in the portal, and we was just a quarterback short of a natty. So just with that being said, I have to question these young men's decision making. You could have went to Ohio State. And as far as how everybody talk about the money, Ohio State was supposed to win it just after last season was over with. This championship coming to Ohio State. They can pay all of this money. We may as well not even play the game. I know that was a little long, but I know I'm right.
No,
Bad decision making by them young guys, and I have to question your decision making. And Will Howard, he benefited off of y'all's wrong decision. Financially, it may have been good for you. But financially, you would have got the same chips here, and you would have got a knack. I ain't rocking with Ward, but I wish him the best. I ain't gonna say I ain't rocking with him, but I wish him the best. And if he was that, he would be going number one overall. And my Cleveland Browns will be able to get Travis Hunter, as I would do as a GM. But that's neither here nor there. But as a quarterback, I need to see what type of decisions you're making. I need to see who your girlfriend is and who your friends are. And they do all that stuff. My fault, y'all. Y'all know I can go all day long. My fault.
I like when you crash out, T1. I ain't tripping.
I crash out. Look, see, that's what I like. Man, hey, Jose, that's why I love you, man. They be trying to get on you because you the young guy of the crew, man. But we need that youth up in here because we OGs, man. Like you even said a while ago, you've been working on, what did you say, your vocabulary and all of that. Listen here, I may be an OG, but the brain still works great. Why? Because I read. I read every single day. So that's just like exercise for your brain. If you read every day, if we have even young kids out here listening, if you read every day, it's just exercise for your brain. It's like doing a push-up. So that's why I remember stuff. But go ahead, let's go. What was you about to say, Zay?
Oh, no, I thought we were about to move on to the next question.
Oh, okay, let's go.
That was the finish off for the 40.
Right, because I went all over that question.
I'm anxious to see Isaiah Bonds 40, man. I want to see if he's really as fast as they say he is. I want to see his 40. And I want to say this on the record. Quinn Ewers will have a faster 40 time if he run it than Shedeur Sanders.
That's a fact. Hey,
no, I got money. I'm betting. I don't care if Shedeur ran like Elvis. I don't care. No, I ain't going for it. I know that he's gonna get a timeout. I don't even think he's gonna run the 40.
Nah, he shouldn't. Because his draft stock.
And I ain't gonna run it for y'all, so y'all can like my dude said. So what? So y'all can pick at something. So y'all can pick at it.
Hey, Shedeur like a 4.9, bro, like 4.8, 4.9.
And who cares? And who cares?
He that small, bro. He is that.
Oh no, I promise you. No, y'all crazy. Because what y'all have to realize and understand that really the 40 time, it's teaching. And it's mechanics, and it's how many steps you can get there in that 40. It's your start. If you can start fast, you know what I mean, and get up to that speed, keep your head down and all that. That's what that is. A 4.9? No. A 4.81? Probably. Yeah. But I'm even saying that would be, no, I'm looking like maybe he would, like maybe in the 4.7. He has the best of the best.
Yeah, I need to see Jalen Milroe's 40 because I think that can help him.
Just teach someone to run a 40. I promise you he can do less than that. My son wasn't taught how to run a 40 and went out and ran a 40 at one of these camps, and his stuff was a five flat. But I recorded it, and I saw that his first 2 steps took half real slow out the gate.
I'm looking forward, and like post game said, like you said, your volume went out.
What'd you say? Oh, T1, your mic muted. Your mic muted, T1.
I'm trying to unmute it.
Nah, he muted it on himself.
Oh.
So he gotta unmute it.
Yeah.
Hey, but
nah, we was good. I got a phone call.
Oh, okay. I was just looking forward to Thomas's 40 time, really, from Florida State, and seeing how your boy Duke from Texas too as well. Seeing that he opted to come in as well, see how he do, because y'all have had some fast receivers over the.
He trash, man. Ain't nobody worried about him.
See how see how fast he is. Because I mean,
Isaiah
Worthy-
Bond is trash, bro.
now the thing is, like, I look at seeing film of Helm and Worthy, how they get them deep balls, and how Worthy just blow by you on the ball being in the air. But why he catch it, he go by you. You know what I mean? He catch it and he go. Similar, to Jamar Chase, and he really didn't get no NFL workouts. He just came in after a year off and got drafted. You know what I mean? So I'm looking just to see a lot of, players how the 40 time is. I always like the 40 time. That's just something, for me. I always like seeing how fast they are and what they do with it.
Yeah, that's.
Look,
probably,
I answered my
that's
phone
probably-
and knocked my earbuds out.
Yeah, that's that 40 though. That 40 dash though. That's probably the second best drill in my opinion, for real. I mean, we about to get to that. Let me shut up.
Just some breaking news. Your boy, he not having surgery. Abdul Carter, he is and going to have his pro day. Trey Smith got a franchise tag from the Chiefs. They placed a franchise tag on him. Just some news that came in as I'm sitting here watching it as well.
Man, they need
I
to get
need
rid,
I need for
they
y'all
need to
three.
get rid of the franchise tag. I'm sick of the franchise tag.
They not young fella. See, now you want me to talk about your youth. I don't want to do it.
I didn't say they was gonna get rid of it.
I'm
I
with
said
you,
they
man.
need to get rid of it because I'm sick of it. Because they keep on taking money out of dudes' pockets.
I
That's what they're
agree.
doing. And that's
I
all I'm
agree.
saying. It ain't nothing youth about that. That's a fact that I feel like they need to
I
take
agree.
away
Hey,
the franchise tag.
I
And they never
agree
will,
with
though.
you. I
They
agree
never
with you,
will, though.
nephew.
And I know they know. I know they not because that's not going to align the business owners' pockets. The owners own the league. That's not going to align for them.
I feel you. It's crazy with that stuff, man, with that franchise tag. I hate it myself in ways.
Oh man, how did that?
From when he went out, it just went in. He's coming back in now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't hear. Like I said, it knocked my speaker off. That's why I try not to answer my phone when I'm when I'm on the podcast because I'll be on my phone. I love my phone. And FanDuel Zaya, you're gonna have to get you one of these, bro, to put on whatever you got right there. So it don't matter how dark you are, because I'm in the dark. It's dark over here, but I got a light over above me too. But you need one of these babies. We all need these right here. These dudes is the truth.
Send it to the chat. I
got you.
definitely need that.
I'll send you the link, bro. I'll send you the link. But I'm gonna need something from y'all. And this y'all can go. I need for y'all to answer this for me, like really, 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 really bad now. But before that, no. Do you know that there has been some talk about Justin going to Tennessee?
Yeah.
You heard about that? How you feel about that, sir?
Ooh. That mean they trading that number one pick.
No, it don't. No, it don't. Not if they gonna get him for way less than if they had to grab a quarterback. They could grab Travis, which I don't want.
I don't want Justin Fields.
What you say, Parlay Post? Like, what you say again, Parlay Post?
Man, he said,
All right, but no, that's just your real opinion. As that's your team.
Yeah, I feel like he's still a work in progress, man.
You think after 5 years he's a work in progress, or he just really hasn't been presented the opportunity and had a system where he could just go be the quarterback? Because you got to remember, number one and number two quarterback, and it was a fight with him and Trevor, like all of the time, all the way from their senior year in high school, all the way to college, all the way to the draft. It was him and Trevor, 1 and 2. Now you've seen Trevor have success in Jacksonville because they let him play, they let him grow, they let him do as much as he can. But as you can see, they haven't really went anywhere. Justin in Chicago, 3 years, 3 offensive coordinators. Like, then get pushed over to Pittsburgh, and you're playing, but You got Russ over here. He has a Super Bowl.
Yeah, they
As soon
had
as you
that
get
stuff-
healthy, you're out of here.
They had that stuff in the trade clause too. That said if he played X amount of games.
Yeah, so you get all of that stuff. So really, he's just a quarterback who really hasn't been put in the system. So you're saying his system doesn't work for you, because guess what? You're trying to tell me that you'll take Sam Darnold, and I'm going to say New York Jets Sam Darnold. I'm not going to say Sam Darnold in a great system that works for him in Minnesota.
I need a guy who can spin it. I love his athleticism, but I need a guy who can spin it.
Go watch his college tapes. If you want to see how he spin it,
No, man, come on.
go
man.
watch his college tapes.
College and pros, man, it's like
He's not in the system. Look at the system Daniels went to in Washington. Perfect for him. Put him anywhere else, I bet he doesn't look like that, and I bet that team doesn't go to the playoffs just because of him.
He got to learn how to spin that ball, bro, and read that.
What do you mean learn? He did it in college. He made every throw in college.
You cannot compare NFL football.
No, I'm saying throws.
Bro, it's like
I'm saying throws, bro. I'm not even saying if they caught it. I'm saying making a long ball, making that 30-yard throw that's just almost, or 40-yard throw that's almost just 5 yards down the field, but it's all the way over on the other side. The throws. You're saying you need somebody that can spin it. He need a coach and a coordinator that's going to let him spin it. And I hope he don't go to Tennessee now. So it's all good.
I agree with you.
You don't need him. I hope y'all get Kirk Cousins.
Hey,
Look.
Titans will probably pull some stuff like that. But what I'm saying to you is, I know he can throw the ball in places, but can he throw the ball in places when the guy is covered?
They showed it in Pittsburgh during training camp and all of that.
Hey,
dropping bombs.
You said can he throw in coverage though? But we just seen a team win the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts not throwing coverage. What are we talking about?
Yeah, you're right. He does not throw in coverage, but he was throwing to some guys that was wide open. But guess what won that game for them? His freaking legs.
Justin Fields got.
So you don't like Justin's legs?
I like Justin's legs, I do. But you got to make a throw.
You don't want him top half. You just want him down. You just want him from the hip down, from the waist down.
No, I don't want him at all. I don't want him at all.
Oh man.
I don't want him at all.
He gonna get Captain Kirk.
I don't want Captain Kirk either. I would take Sam Darnold because I know Sam Darnold can spin it.
Right.
You good.
Are there any players that from the team you like that you think will show out during the combine?
Go ahead, WTP.
Well, I'm telling you right now, Baron Sorrell, the edge.
I know you good.
He gonna listen. He probably gonna do 30 reps of that 225.
He said he gonna pump that iron.
He gonna probably do 30 reps. I think Alfred Collins, the defensive tackle, I think he gonna shine. I think I had one more that I think was gonna be lights out. And I mean, you already know what Kelvin Banks gonna do, but I think Cam Williams, the right tackle, his knee is fully healthy. We should not have played him against Ohio State because what's the dude, 33, was eating him alive. He did not.
Both of y'all tackles was getting ate up.
Get the hell out of here. What's his name? Kelvin Banks
was getting ate up too. Yes, he was.
He was killing 44,
man.
Bro.
Oh my God.
44.
Oh
bro,
my
he
God.
was killing 44, man. Now 44 got a couple of plays, but man, he was killing 44. Man.
Hey, when you a first round OT, it shouldn't be a couple of plays. That's made up.
Come on, stop it, man. Stop
I don't want to hear that.
Stop it, man. No,
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
Everybody can beat. And plus, Kelvin Banks had injuries too, bro. He wasn't 100%.
Excuses.
No, bro. Go look at it, bro. Go look at it. He wasn't 100%.
I'm
glad to get him back.
Right. Not to interrupt, Zen. You said your boy from Oregon, a defensive tackle, Birch.
Yeah.
He just ran a 4.78 unofficial 1.66 split at the 10-yard.
Yeah, I like him, bro. I like him for real.
He looked like a monster.
He looked like a monster on that field too, like physically.
And like just watching the starts, that's the biggest thing. Then you got Diggs out of Syracuse that just hit a 4.57 unofficial, nasty, getting
Yeah,
after it in the
so I
40.
think, bro, I think like
with the
I think a
fire.
lot of our guys is going to like really drill this whole thing out. Like Travion, he is a classic example of a player that looked like he gonna just go crazy in these drills, just because he elusive, his athleticism, his speed, like he gonna do them agility drills and he gonna look something serious. I'm really curious. I think he'll have a good showing. But Jordan Hancock, I think he'll have a good showing in the drills too as well. Our slot corner from this year. But really, I think all our dudes they're gonna show what they is.
And what's that? And what's that?
Dogs.
Okay, there it is, dog.
Yeah, dogs.
D-O-G or D-A-W-G?
We always D-A-W-G. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Double W-G. You know what I'm
Capital-
saying?
I was glad you
Capital
voted enough to know it.
South High. That's y'all said dog. What y'all say? Them dogs. Y'all said them dogs.
Yeah, we said them dogs.
And that's crazy. Hey, I'm sorry. I'll be going off. Y'all know I'll be going off
Go
all the time.
ahead, brother.
I'll be having to tell my students like, hey, I have ADD. I don't know if y'all know what that is. Just to let them know, because some of them don't understand. Like some of them have it, and like they think it's something, man. It's a problem. I tell them I have it. I have ADD and ADHD. I be like, I don't know if y'all know what that means, but I can't teach if y'all moving around and talking and doing all of this stuff.
Said it's too much going on,
Hey,
man.
look, my stuff is classic. Look, see, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, dog, ain't no Mr. Claiborne's out here. Dog, it ain't none. And I'm just letting them know I can't teach. You're moving around. I can't do that. You know what I mean? So you feel me? No.
Yeah, I feel
Mr. Brown, do you feel me?
I feel you all day.
So I tell them, and I really would like to know if there's any teachers in Ohio or I ain't even gonna go outside. Just tell the teachers, like, listen here, I have a disorder. I have problems. You know what I mean? Just to let them know, hey, if you have something, it's okay. So does your teacher. They may go home. Like, hey, guess what? Mr. Claiborne got ADHD too, so I'm okay. That's all I want.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
What's up?
You just have to learn how to connect with people. That's it, man. Life is really supposed to be easy.
Right. I'll feel you, bro. Hey, listen, I couldn't read when I was in elementary school all the time.
Me either. I couldn't read, but I was just scared.
Read like hell now.
Bro, you already heard me. Every single day. That was me at Ridgeview. Pull me out, take me to a special class to do reading. You know what I mean? I'm reading it. I can read. I just don't want to read in front of all my classmates because I don't want them to know how smart I am. And I might mess up on a word. I know the word, but I might mess up. I was just scared to read in front of everybody. The teacher put me on blast. Todd, you want to read the next sentence? No. I asked you if you wanted me. I didn't even raise my hand. There's 3 other kids over here raise their hand and you looking at me.
Like, why you calling on Todd? Todd don't want to read today.
Like you want to? Like I'm looking at you and everything. I ain't falling asleep. I ain't doing nothing. I'm looking at the teacher as I've been taught to do. Teacher, look. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at the teacher. She want me to read.
You was just out there, man.
I'm scared to death. I can read, but I'm scared to death. But as I got older, I just learned how important reading was, and I'm reading every single day of my life. I'm reading. You know what I mean? And I really think it helps me to not forget some things, which means that I'm working my brain every day the best that I can. But yeah. But I still need my question. Y'all thought I forgot real quick. I need all 3 of y'all to answer this for me. Abdul Carter.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm hearing a lot of stuff about him as if taking him over Travis. And Cleveland has that second pick and I've been seeing a lot of things here lately, and I'm 52 years old, so I know that they do a lot of smoke screening, and when it's draft time, they do a lot of stuff and try to make somebody look good or make somebody look bad or blow somebody up or knock somebody down. And it sounds like it's knocking a Travis Hunter down because that's a generational player. And they saying that this Carter dude is on the same level of Travis, and I have a major problem with Cleveland having the second pick. I have a big major problem with them saying that they're both on the same level. And I watch way more Penn State I watched Colorado. I watched all their games this year. But I just didn't see this Carter dude being like crazy every time I watch Penn State. So how do they have this dude on the same level as Travis? And y'all can go, because y'all need to help me out, because I don't want Carter. I want Travis. But they're saying that Carter's he's generational, like he's a Garrett, and we may be able to keep Garrett here and put him on the other end, and this defense is going to be crazy. So help me out, y'all, because I'm having big problems.
Word on the street is that Garrett's supposed to be having a sit down with the GM, the owners, and everybody else, because it is true he don't want to be in Cleveland. He want to compete for a Super Bowl. So is this the reason why all the talk is surrounding, Abdul Carter coming to Cleveland?
Oh,
Could possibly be just that.
Look at you, Moss B. Look at you, Moss B. Killing it.
If you bring Garrett up out of Cleveland, go ahead and bring him over to Houday. We got a couple dollars. Or if I think Travis Hunter makes his way home to Jacksonville. If Abdul goes to Cleveland, I think that's more written for Hunter to be home in Jacksonville would bring that franchise back in a way that they need to be. But that's just
But hold up, time out. Stay on track. Is Abdul that guy?
Man, listen, bro.
I don't think
there's three dudes in this draft that's in a tier of their own, and they all in the same tier. It's Abdul Carter, it's Travis Hunter, and it's Mason Graham.
So Abdul is that guy.
He is that guy. And listen, this is what I'm saying. I don't care if Myles Garrett go or not. I think you pair Abdul Carter with Myles Garrett and the whole league has a problem. That's how much of a guy.
That's what I was looking to hear.
That's what he is.
That's what I was looking to hear, young fella. Somebody to tell me and make me believe. Because they say he him.
Hey, sit him down, sit Myles Garrett down. Promise him.
No, we're not gonna sit nobody. We're not gonna sit no Myles down.
Sitting down at the office table.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
I'm gonna do everything in y'all's power to fulfill this quarterback position with the best y'all can. And
we get Will in the second round.
And draft Abdul, and I'm telling you, your defense is going to be one of the scariest defenses in the NFL. I'm telling you that. He's one of them.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
So my question would be then, if Myles Garrett want to contend for a Super Bowl, is he going to contend for a Super Bowl with Cleveland? Just having Abdul Carter.
I mean, defense win championships.
No, I get it. I agree. I totally agree. So my question is, there goes, things of bringing in a quarterback, all of that, whatsoever. But he wants to be out of Cleveland. That's what it said. Like you said, they just got to have to sit down. And we don't know. I haven't heard anything since they sat down yesterday. That's the question.
I do know this. And this is only, look, it's a short period of history. I do know this. If you can get the right rookie quarterback into your system, you can have success. So what Cleveland needs to do right now is not worry about getting that first round quarterback, because I think it's a few quarterbacks in this draft that actually could go to Cleveland and possibly do what Daniels and CJ done, and we can go 3 years straight. And so that's what I've been looking for, FanDuel. I've been looking for somebody to make me believe that, okay, we take Carter, for him on the opposite end of Garrett, the defense is already solid. The defense been solid for the past 5 years, 6 years. It's been an offense.
We're not
And
getting
then you get your quarterback in a second. And if you could possibly get that sleeper out of Ohio, everybody is going crazy next year for these Cleveland Browns because one, they know that defense is going to be solid. Two, let's see what the Big Ben that was supposed to go to Cleveland or Cincinnati and not Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but see, the only problem is he going number 1. That's the only problem because he's
Who going number 1? Carter,
he's
the
going number
Tennessee.
whoever got the number 1 pick, if they don't
Tennessee, that's what I've been on here and talking with No and telling him, yes, take Carter. You take Carter, cool. But I don't want Tennessee to take Travis because I thought Travis was the meat. But I even think with Travis out there, we can get somebody over on that other defensive end spot. And there's actually some Buckeyes available. They may be hurt sometimes, but there's actually even some Buckeyes available. My light went out. We've been out here doing it. Hour 17 minutes. My light gone.
It could
I
be
still
Ill
got
Will
mic'd up.
or Big Will, but that Will won't get the job
I don't
done.
want to do Carter either.
You saying Will can't get you saying Will can't come in and do what Daniels and CJ did
Now,
if
listen,
they just give him a line and we got a back, and don't let it. It's definitely gonna be a great running back left in the 3rd round too for Cleveland to get.
you talking about
Y'all gotta
Kareem Hunt?
remember too that running back class is deep this year.
It is, but I don't
No,
think
no.
Will,
Who do you want?
Will Howard to be getting knocked around back there, man.
I want Travis Hunter.
By who?
The
You
whole-
want Travis?
Y'all ain't got no quarterback to throw it to him. Y'all don't have an
Travis Hunter.
offensive line. Y'all don't have bro. You got to build you got to build your roster inside out, man.
But Travis is him. That's why I'm
He ain't
saying,
him.
like
Hey.
how people talk about Carter over Travis. He get to go and play receiver for you too.
They
He
gonna
ain't
get
him if
Kirk
you can't
Cousins.
throw him the ball, and he ain't the best corner in the draft.
Whew.
He's not the best corner in the draft.
We can get dudes.
Watch this dude make some amazing plays from the corner position
He the second
that I
best
have
corner
not
in this
seen
draft.
from who you say the best player is.
I said he's not the best
I
corner.
know
in this
Zay
draft.
got Will Johnson
Now,
as the
what
best corner.
makes him one of the best prospects is that he can play both sides of the
Who the
ball.
best corner? Who the best corner?
Will Johnson is the best corner in this draft.
Okay, if Will Johnson is the best corner and Will Johnson is right here, my question is, how far down are you putting Travis Hunter from Will Johnson as a quarterback? Because it better be this right here.
T1, I'm telling no. Why would you want to draft Trav if you don't have an offensive line, you don't have a quarterback to throw him the ball, you don't have a defensive line?
I agree.
So that's not you got to build the team from inside.
I agree.
out. So
But
him and what he is
Dude,
capable to bring to
We got a defensive line, bro. We got a
You
defensive
gotta
line,
think
bro.
Tennessee
We got
got
defensive
some
line.
money, so they can.
Y'all got a good defense. Y'all got good defense.
They gonna
Y'all
get
spotted at the quarterback.
Right. They gonna get Captain Kirk, as we called him before.
Oh,
Somebody that he
don't
don't
piss
like.
no off.
Watch.
Yeah,
They gonna
Captain Kirk to
they gonna
Tennessee.
get
Let's go.
Captain Kirk, since he got the number 1 pick, they gonna get Travis like he want, or Sam Darnold. I think those are the 2 quarterbacks. Just my opinion that they gonna get.
Sam Darnold would not be as great in Tennessee as he was in Minnesota. If they do that, Sam Darnold has to go to the perfect place. He was at the perfect place.
Might even be.
We saw what happened in New York.
It's a lot of talk about the quarterbacks, man. Even Aaron Rodgers' name is out there still. Like the quarterback position is.
We need to stop talking about Aaron Rodgers on this show. It's over with. we could be the first ones. We could be the first ones. Like they can do this on ESPN and Fox Sports and all of that. No, it's over for Aaron Rodgers. I don't care where y'all put him. It's over with.
Oh my God.
He tore his Achilles and he came back and y'all thought he was going to do what?
I don't know what New York was thinking. Just giving somebody some money.
All right, y'all. It's over for me, man. I got to go.
All right, we gonna
You
finish.
supposed to
this
been
out.
gone. You supposed to been gone, big bro. You still in the building. What time is it? I gotta get ready too, because I am going to Hadestown, a musical at Eastmore Academy. I'm doing what I do. Like, people think I be tripping, dog. Like, and I be wanting to be at home just chilling. But I love my kids. And every single student in Columbus City schools, I don't care if they're in elementary, middle school, or high school, I look at them as my babies.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's my job and my responsibility to do what I can to support them and help them in any way. They may not be in my school building, but guess what? They're in Columbus City, and I do what I do with City League TV. I've been supporting it, you know, and promoting it for the past couple of weeks. And I got an extra ticket if anybody want to join. But I'm going to watch a musical stage play with the drama team of Eastmore Academy. And that's how I'm going to end my night.
That's a good
I ain't gotta worry about getting turned away tonight. Bought a ticket.
Sir.
I'm gonna go watch and support these students. And you know, I had an amazing interview with them, and I know they're gonna do great. It's gonna be my first theater stage play musical that I've ever went and seen in Columbus City. So I'm looking forward to it.
For sure, man. Yeah. Anything anybody else got to say?
I don't want
I'm
to attend
good.
that. I told y'all I got my heart broken the first time at an Eastmore play when I was in the middle
And
school.
it's a love story.
I don't want to have flashbacks.
You said that. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in today. Post game, we see you, bro, and we see everybody else.
Appreciate you, post game.
We always
IB.
appreciate you chiming in with the comments. Nephew, we seen you in here as well. We appreciate your support, and we're gonna be chopping it up with you about that boxing show as well. All our Facebook Live supporters out there, make sure y'all go support City League TV out there as well. Anything and everything we do, man. He's starting to put the city on. They asking about it is just great to see it when I can't be there with you. Just being able to get on there and watch it, comment, and you do a great job at what you do. We appreciate everything you do as a former player in the City League, man. Just trying to get those things back. FanDuel, we appreciate everything you do on the editing, man. You've been doing a great job with the videos. You always know we appreciate everything you do from the bottom on up, from everybody in here. Parlay Po, we ain't see that go blue in here, but we appreciate you all tuning in. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, turn them notifications on, and as we always do here at WTP Sports Dudes, Level Up Sports, City League TV, FanDuel, and Parlay Po. We throw up them dubs and them peace signs.
WTP Sports Dudes. No, still can't do this. He got to use his other hand and put him up there. WTP Sports, dude. We was in the building, now we out the building. Salute. We love y'all. Let's go. I love y'all, fellas.
Love y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, you too, bro. All right, peace.
Yes, sir.